Jaclyn Hill cannot figure out what content to post because Jaclyn Hill has not grown up yet. Hey Jaclyn girl, if you don't know who I am, my name is Candace. I was one of the first people on OnlyFans, and I help brands. I use astrology, human design, amongst a number of different things to help people figure out how to be them. The problem is not the content. It's never the content. It doesn't fucking matter what you post. Do you know who you are? A lot of people are 2025 was really good for people going back to the basics. You don't know what to post because you're still going through a journey of finding out who you are. Let's be real. Let me get comfortable. We don't know you. You're on the internet. We have no clue who you are. We only know the little tidbits of juice and gossip that was shared or something that people had told us. We know that you may have had a religious, possibly cult. I mean, if you grew up Christian or anything else like that, you more than likely grew up in a cult, right? So speaking from experience, you have to really dig and figure out who the fuck you are, especially as an adult. And a lot of us are late 20s, early 30s to mid to 40s, and we grew up raised by people who told us who we were. Who systems and authority and teachers and stuff who try to say, if you do this and you go to school and you da da da. So there are things that you have done, Miss Jaclyn, along with a lot of other people that have never been done before. And if you go from being at home and being controlled by your parents, being a teenager, especially if you were in a relationship when you were really young, you have to figure out your own identity outside of all of the things, the labels, the titles, the people, the scandals, the everything, who you are and what it is that you want to upload. Because honestly and truthfully, it does not matter. Even the most hated person will have a ride or die group of people that will literally buy anything they put out. And all you really need is anywhere from 1,000 to 50,000 people. Please don't think small, think big, bitch. and to support you in order for you to do well. There's so many people who are saying, go back to what you used to do. Go back to your makeup. Go back to It's kind of hard when you're not the same person that you were back then. You might not give a fuck about makeup tutorials anymore. You know, you may not give a fuck about the stuff that people want to see from you. That don't fucking matter. What they want to see does not fucking matter. It don't. And I'm here to tell you that. People want to feel important, like, oh, I'm being listened to. That only works if the person knows who they are. If the artist and the creator knows who the fuck they are from Jump Street. Or if they go through a journey, a life journey, as we all are going through right now. And a lot of us will come back to who we were 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, depending on when life started life. And some of us will come back to our roots and start to do the things that lit us up and find the love that we once had for the projects that we did. And some of us may realize, a lot of us actually, may actually realize, I never liked that thing. I only did it to escape. I only did it to make money. I only did it because everybody else was doing it. And there's no problem in saying that because some people were influenced. Hello. I was a whore for 10 years. No, I wasn't influenced, but I influenced. But and I can speak on some people seeing the things that I did. I was one of the first people on OnlyFans seeing the things that I did. And, oh, I want to do what she does too. And then come back. It's hard and y'all lied and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, I didn't say any of that. You assume. You know, so we have to, it's so important, especially for millennials. Especially for Gen Z. Well, they gonna figure, they already know. But especially for millennials, it's important for us to know who we are now more than ever. Because the old shit ain't gonna work no more. People saying, go back to your old content. I liked it better when you... The rage bait, people are starting to see through that. Even though there will be some people that still will fall for that. But figuring out who you are and knowing, you have to know it in your soul. You can't just say, oh, this is who I think I am. This is who I was, so this is who I am now. That's not going to work. So if you are actually trying to figure out what it is that you want to see and what it is that you want to post, and mind you, you're very smart at staying very relevant because your name has been trending all over my shit. I only really heard about your gossip last year when I was at home after an accident and I was doing some deep research. I knew your name. I had my favorites. Didn't watch you. But you know how to stay relevant because people talking about you, baby. Content is content. That's an alchemist. You can turn nothing into something. So take us on that journey if you feel comfortable. Maybe document your journey of trying to figure out who you are if you don't know, or if you have to find out who that is outside of everything that you've done or things that have happened to you. Maybe document it. You don't have to necessarily post it if you don't want to, but if you get to a point where you like, this is me, and you want to share it, boom, people gonna be like, there's Jaclyn. And even those fans that are just like, oh, this seems fake, and you know, people just hate for the sake of hating, fuck them. I don't really care about them. Obviously, like, obviously, or they wouldn't be on Instagram in people's comments bitching. Don't nobody care about them. If you decide to share that with us, people will be waiting and ready for you. And you might even, especially if it's real, you can't fake shit because people are smarter now. People are also dumber, but they're getting smarter now. You have to genuinely figure out. Matter of fact, it should be personal. Document it for yourself, and if you decide to share it, beautiful. But it should be personal, because going through all of that and dealing with alcoholism, trust me, baby, I know, along with everything else, is a lot. You literally have purged probably 1,000 times. And I'm not just talking about literally. I'm talking about energetically. I'm talking about tears, maybe frustrations, whatever it is. You have to rebuild you. If I had to say one thing to Jaclyn Hill, Jaclyn, it does not matter what you post. Do you know who you are? Not your accomplishments, not the scandals, not the cult that you grew up in, not your ex-husband, not your current husband or boyfriend, whatever, not the alcoholic, whatever it is. Do you know who you are? Not what people tell you to do and not what sells. That's the only fucking thing that matters. Once you figure that out, you'll post whatever the fuck you want to, and your followers will eat it up.